Okay, let's get it underway then. The 2 hours starts probably a few minutes ago. This is our punishment game for today. Amazing Frog. It was submitted by the Calmest Gamer, and this is my punishment for failing the ABRISS challenge. If you're somehow new to it, you know, after 160 something of these, every time I fail a challenge on the stream, typically a weekly one-shot, or in old days a 2 hours of hell, I have to play a punishment game as selected by supporters of the channel, in this case the Calmest Gamer. And the Calmest Gamer says, I've had to endure the game for many hours because my son was obsessed. It was awful. Well, now I just feel bad for you and for me. Let's go and visit Swindon. Already sounding like punishment right there. Now, I've never played or seen this game before. Don't know what I'm getting myself in for, but I do know this game has been in early access since 2014 and has completely missed its supposed release date. But that's about all I know. God, I hate early access. Jump to join. Typically spacebar is jump. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. Okay. So, I'm immediately thinking that this is one of the games aiming to cash in on the whole it's just a troll but a game thing, like Goat Simulator. Or, tempted to say I Am Bread. I Am Bread was a real game. I didn't like it, but it was a game. So as far as I can tell, instead of moving, we're just kind of dragging this frog corpse around. Okay, it farts to move. I'm starting to see why your son might be obsessed with this. I mean, assuming your son is like 23 years old. The momentum feels very weird. It actually feels kind of like I Am Bread in a way. I Am Bread had a bit more elaborate controlling going on, but the thought is there. Right, so I'm assuming that we want to make our way to Swindon. Well, words uttered by nobody ever. The author still has a month to keep his word. I'm pretty sure their goal was May 2023. Unless they meant it may be out in 2023. Okay, right, it finally managed to load me over to Swindon. Is there meant to be music? Careful what you wish for, I guess. No idea what we're meant to do. I'm just dragging a frog corpse around. I've never handled a dead frog before. Seen plenty of frogs and tadpoles in my time. Oh god, even leaves a bit of Shrek-style gas around. Frog ballet, Le Frog, straight to the moon. Off. Oh, hello. Okay, so it's Swindon is full of frogs apparently. Can I interact with them? Can I mow him down? Yes, yes I can. Okay. Frog on frog violence. The media never covers it, but it's there. And there's this light bulb above our head every now and then. I'm not opposed to hearing a thing or two about how this game even works. Oh, okay. By tapping E, I can pick up a... That's an envelope. And it's addressed to... Who can read upside downy? I can't really read upside downy, but maybe we can cheat the system. Hang on, I never normally do this, but... Hey, what does that say? Right, it's going to the OYA Complaint Department of San Mateo in the United States, but we're in Swindon. Okay, maybe we can keep it like this for a while so we can all play upside downy. What's really going to be the difference? Well, no. Haven't done that before, let's not start now. Let's bring you back, shall we? There we go. It's one of those wonderful games that cuts all audio when you tab out of it. Never appreciated. Welcome to the Amazing Frog Gallery exhibition by Keith Robert. Coming this summer. Oh, no, summer has long left us. So it covers all the basic concepts of the game. You fart a lot. You trampoline. Oh, you put rubbish away. Or is he pulling rubbish out? I don't know if this is San Francisco or rest of the world. Ah, okay, we mail things. So maybe mailing things is one of the things that we're meant to do. We are an amazing frog, after all. Could I perhaps ride this mobility scooter so that I don't have to just do what I'm currently doing? No. No, I cannot. I thought maybe I could, but... Maybe. Pressing E drops my letter thing. But... no, can't seem to ride the thing. Everyone's wearing these masks that say... Well, yours doesn't say anything, but yours says, be responsive. Or be responsible. I can't tell. Everyone just keeps tripping over. Right, well, let's be the amazing frog and deliver this mail, shall we? When can we dissect this frog, kill it, and end its monstrosity? The whole frog dissection thing is often brought up as one of those biology experiments. We never dissected anything in school. So maybe it's more of an American thing to dissect animals, but I can't imagine that's something they'd still do today. You'd imagine people would get a tiz about it. Alright, I'm keeping my eyes open for a mailbox so I can... Aha! Well, would you look at that? We got a mailbox. Do I really just have to fart my way around here? Mobility is unpleasant, to say the least. Okay. I'm just assuming this is what I'm meant to do, because we saw a picture of a frog delivering a letter. Man, it's kind of like Mario 64. How were you meant to know to enter the painting? Honestly, there were like half a dozen different ways to know to enter the painting in that game. What are you saying here, froggy friends? Not a whole... Now officially a success. Oh god. Okay, well, it doesn't seem to want to take my letter. Okay. You can press C to stand up. Whoa! This is a game changer. Alright, maybe in standing form, I can deliver a letter. Hey! We got SCP points. Isn't that meant to be secure, contain, protect? Alright, thank you, Calmest. I would probably have never gotten so far. What do other buttons do? You can change the camera a bit with X. Shift. Control puts me in what looks like a fighting stance, but I can't see any way to fight. Ah, oh, okay, no, there we go. We can press F to frog kick. Way ahead of you, game. I really hope it's not super cool points. Oh, man. How did your kid end up coming into contact with this game, Calmest? Seems like the kind of thing some healthy parenting would prevent. Alright, time to commit murder on all of froggy kind. Okay, well, they were hardy. German here, we had to dissect a pig lung. Not the best idea. 2 girls almost fainted. Too bad for them. Life can be ugly. I mean, Jing's a girl in my class almost fainted just from the descriptions of having tonsils cut out in a Roald Dahl book. I'll never forget her shrieking, "I feel faint." Highly doubt she'd ever come here or even knows I stream or I'm alive today, but I'll take that risk. Alright, okay, we can mobility scoot. We just needed to be in standing frog stance. Oh god, a different streamer he watches. See, oh man. This is why I'd be terrified of having kids. I wouldn't know where to draw the line. I wouldn't want my kids watching anything on Twitch. God, no, for one, they're just one click away from a titty streamer. And then another click away from our OnlyFans. And secondly, they're gonna see such garbage. I'd want them to be playing good games. Then again, my standards for good are probably things that other parents wouldn't want their kids seeing. But them's the breaks. The risks you have to accept from being a parent. Okay, so as best I can tell, this is a sandbox. It did have the open world tag. Can we ride the ambulance? Hey, there we go. The not NHS, the legally distinct NHS Swindon ambulance. By the way, this game cost about 17 quid. This game cost an outrageous amount of money. So forgive me if I'm extremely anal about what I call 2 hours for this, because I'm getting my money back, unless this game somehow turns out to be amazing. What the hell's the music? Are you going to give me music? Ooh, no, I don't want to be a different frog. I don't want to go to my spawn. I'm not stuck. This is the map? Okay. FNN? Oh god, okay. I would say get Grand Theft Auto instead of this. In fact, I will say that. Just get a much better game in the open world. Probably less offensive. I think a parent would be happier with a kid playing Grand Theft Auto than this. Oh, hang on, we got something that looks like a go-kart. Perhaps we can take our ambulance around. Give it a spin. Well, it'd be a bit tight though. Well, never mind a bit tight, I managed to brick the thing. Hey Jake, I've been watching some of your older VODs, says Koifa. What's the scariest horror game you've played on stream? That would be a tie between Ao Oni and The Mortuary Assistant. Ao Oni I played many years ago on stream. Mortuary Assistant I played many weeks ago on stream. Ao Oni was so terrifying at the time. Mortuary Assistant is still a little terrifying. Still, when I turn out the lights and I go to bed, I just think, oh god, what if Chuckles is walking past the window right now? What would I do? Mortuary Assistant was fan-bloody-tastic. But Ao Oni was also fantastic. They were fantastic in different ways. Okay, it looks like we can pick up barrels of medium explosives. Ah, okay, and that's how we get some good verticality going. Okay, great. Now I've managed to find myself some boxes of oranges. We can kick open these things to grab not oranges. We're just gonna dance with these things. Ah, hang on. Looks like we have the power to throw somehow. There must be a throw button. E to grab, and then it doesn't appear to be left click. It's not E, it's not right click. Individually packed oranges. No, this isn't Japan. R to throw it. Not even an animation for it. Why would we throw things? I don't know. Somebody's wondering why it's raining boxes of oranges and God knows what else. Dried crispy flies. I'd give that a go. Right, there was also an image that indicated we might be able to jump. Why was there a music volume slider for a game with no music? Maybe the music is hiding somewhere. I don't know. Let's go! Ooh, a bounce walk. Perhaps we can bounce around here? Oh, and then some. Jake, do the explosion and hit the trampoline. You can go really high. Oh, man. The words of someone who really has been subjected to too much of this game, it seems. I'm sure those are the exact words your ween told you. Let's not get carried away, Zuf. The idea that we can walk is just that, an idea. Can I blow people up as well? Yes, but death seems to be fleeting for these people. I wonder what they were slapping to make the running noise here. For the sound effect. Is there any point to this? Asked Worm. I have no idea. We were able to collect some super cool points. What they're used for, we may never know. No, I don't have a timer. Don't worry, I've got my timer. Alright, oh well, chance I bring them over that were right there all along. Let's see just how much one can explode here. Oh, you probably have to time it. That said, that's some good height. Maybe we can go even further beyond. Frozen something, Swindon? I don't know. But there appears to be an outhouse up here for reasons unknown. Can I kick it down? No. Can I use it? Yes. I have become Captain Frog America? Captain Swindon? But why? Have I gained some new ability? No, I still kick. I do have this shield, though, which I can't seem to throw. I'm pretty sure this game has critically amazing reception. And I think it's just one big elaborate joke. At my very literal expense. Again, this game, 17 quid. Okay, I can brandish a traffic cone. Get out of here. And drive ourselves a digger. Curious about the cannon, though. Arcades prefer Goat Simulator when it comes to absurdist games. Yeah, which came first, this or Goat Simulator? Goat Simulator was ages ago by now. Can't help but feel that this is somewhat cashing in on the success of that. Unless this came first, in which case I don't know. I don't know what to think. Forgive me for hoping for some verticality there. The real punishment is the money we get Jake to waste. I would rather that did not become the standard for selecting punishment games. Oh, okay. Can we escape the Great Wall of Swindon? We can. I'm pleasantly surprised. Perhaps this world is larger than initially thought. Well, it might be Swindon, but we're not in Rochdale. Let's grab a car and go places. Are you dropping any frames, Jake? Things seem a bit choppy. I actually am dropping a few frames. I wonder, is my download of Payday 2 going? I did set that to go. No, I paused it, like a clever person. In that case, I have no explanation. Let's kick this car over. Let's get in and go places. Okay, there we go. Clearly, even my connection disagrees with the idea of playing some of this froggy game. That or the game is just so good, it's pushing my system to the extreme. Alright, well, let's put in the miles and see what there is to offer around here. Ooh, a chopper. Okay, now the game might be going places. Come on, get up. Payday 2, going back to framing frame day 3. God, no. Ooh, light planes. Perhaps I can take the chopper over to the light planes and have the best of both worlds. Or become something better than Captain Frog America. Did that just make... I think that transformed that into being my spawn point. Okay, we going? Oh, okay, rather harmlessly bounces around. I'm a bit more interested in these biplanes, though. Come on, get in. Got places to be, and that is... I wonder if I can climb that mountain. Todd Howard, help me out. Oh god, it does shoot. Okay. When are we gonna give it the beans? How do we give it the beans? Maybe there's a different seat for pilot and gunner. Does seem like one of those multiplayer focused meme games. Yeah, screw it, the other one looks better anyway. This is all so bad. I guess if your game is selling regardless, why put in the effort? Ah, there we go, spacebar to get moving. Yeah, if you've got Calmest Gamer's son paying the bills, why even bother? Oh, right, this inverted down is up and up is down. Ah, there we go, I'm flying the Dodo in GTA 3 all over again. This is a gold standard that we'll be holding GTA 6 to. I hear the GTA 6 announcement was huge. It's not surprising though, if I recall rightly. GTA 5 is the biggest media anything ever. I've never played it, doesn't seem my kind of thing. I played GTA 3 and that was all fine and well. Never liked San Andreas and then didn't feel the need to go back to the genre. After all, Scarface perfected the open world crime game. That and the gameplay loop lost a lot of appeal. Once you've done one steal this car and kill this guy mission, you've done them all. Yeah, but release 2025, not point in getting excited, but it may beat Frostpunk 2. Yeah. Okay, so if it's coming out in 2025, maybe it will be out before Frostpunk 2. Is that game ever gonna happen? At this point it feels like just an elaborate troll against me. Just singled out with Frostpunk 2. Alright, credit where credit is due. The world here is rather large, a lot larger than I expected. But it also seems devoid of anything. Just Cause 2 had more going on in its map. Although, what do we have here? Can we bring Little Bandit to a gentle stop here? Ah, I knew it. I'm curious about that outhouse. They wouldn't put an outhouse all the way up this hill for nothing. Although I can't help but feel I'm going to be stranded here. 11-bit studio is only like 10 people. It takes them a while. It totally does not work like that. Okay, what do we have up here? Jump to join. Okay. What is this? Yeah, I'd say with the exception of solo passion projects, something to the vein of, say, Dominions, you can't really infer development time against development teams. Some development teams are monstrously huge. Still takes them an aeon to make a game. In fact, often larger teams just take longer, because it just becomes that much more bloated. Right, so we got toboggans. I can't seem to ride them. Unless there's like a button to move the thing forward, but it feels like every other button just collapses the frog. Also, it has taken me away from my lovely hill and the flying that I was doing. I feel for you, Calmest. You know, you have kids, you hope the best for them. And then what happens? They end up playing crap like this. Being enamored by crap like this. And then they end up thinking, well, this is what video games are, right? Ugh, maybe it's me who's out of touch. 11-bit has other projects I feel they care more about. The altars. The altars? Do I know what that is? So, we get to see the Cat in the Hat if we get 50 somethings. And we get to see Legally Distinct Grinch at 200. So we need to destroy snowman. Okay, can I throw snowballs? Okay, maybe so, maybe no, but let's go and find ourselves some snowmen to destroy. The Altars is a game by 11... I gathered that much. What is it? Worm chugging out amazing AI tier answers. Imagine having to explain this to someone who's never heard of a video game before. Oh, dread to imagine that. Okay, I can't seem to get to the top of this tree and fart my way away from it. Somehow the snow has made everything worse. I still haven't seen a single snowman. I meant to be destroying those. Maybe it's only trees with the star on top of them I can blast away from. No, I was able to blast away from the first one. Ah, here we go. To infinity and beyond. I'm meant to be destroying snowmen, then where in the world are they all? Right, pig reindeers, let's get to work. Okay, maybe not you. There we go. Let's go. Give it the beans. I don't know, if I had a kid and they, of all games, they were enjoying playing this, I'd probably have to disown them. You're no child of mine. Okay, I think I'm faster on my own 2 feet than those things. I couldn't find a button to make them really get moving. And I don't want to be here anymore. Never thought I'd say it, but I like the old Swindon better. At least you only get 2 hours in this game. My son has clocked up 210 hours on this game. It's my most played game on my library. Good God. You need an intervention on parenting. I hope the kid at least has to do some chores to earn his time playing this crappy game. Maybe teach him about value equivalence. You gotta get them into Draken real young. Nobody got me into Draken. Nobody got me into any game. I was the youngest of 3. I still am the youngest of 3. I've got no reason to believe my brothers are dead. So there was this big pile of NES and SNES games. I suppose it wouldn't be big by today's standards, but back then it seemed like quite a lot. Hey, you want to play games? You know how to operate the machine. Play whatever you want. Nobody sat me down and said, ah, here is video game. This is what you do. Like this game. Be like me. Oh. I just grabbed the games and I played them, and it just so happened that we fished Draken out of the bargain bin at Virgin Media stores one day. And I took to that game, and I still don't really know why. I mean, it was a 3D game, which was pretty novel at the time. Not real 3D, but 3D enough. Okay, can we please take the... whatever this is out of Swindon? What does that say? Swindon Transport. Looking a lot like London Transport there. Had to walk up and down mountains to get his games back in the day. Not quite, but I was a long way from anywhere to buy games. I'd always hoped that there'd be a shop somewhere in the village that was just shelling games somewhere, but no, there absolutely was not. Took about an hour to get to the nearest village as well. I was out in the boonies. What in God's name are you meant to do in this game? How did that kid spend 210 hours playing this? The boy with no taste. Or I mean, maybe he just sees something that we don't. Perhaps he has that childish wonder that is long since eroded by my cynicism. I would have at least thought there'd be some bleeding snowmen to kill. It told me to do exactly that. Maybe they're outside of the walls. So perhaps I just need to gaseously ignite my way there. Can we get past that wall? Looks like there's a whole lot of not much beyond the wall. Also looks like there's something over there. Is that a couple of bicycles? Trying to figure out which wall is closer, that one or that one. I think it's the second one. Let's go! Get ourselves over to this tree. No, not down from the... Hang on, what have we here? Something to trip over. Hello, a bomb. A bomb, CJ. Or was it JD? Well, if I could ever stand up, I could consider throwing it. Maybe I need to bomb the gate to get out of here. I tell a lie. Hello neighbor is the top at 3. Oh. Okay, I thought maybe Amazing Frog could be a one-off. Maybe your kid's version of my Draken. But hello neighbor is terrible. Alright, let's see if we can blow our way out of Raccoon City. What? Jesus. Okay. Kids should be raised on Just Cause 3 and Saint Row 2. Just Cause 3 was okay. I preferred 2. 3 is probably the better game. But 2 had less talking. I'm always sick of games talking at me. Dankmut is pointing out that this game is actually pretty good. That's so. Always open to the idea that games I think are bad are just me missing something. That could still be the case here. Yeah, Just Cause 2 had bigger impact because it wasn't really revolutionary, but it was nicely evolutionary. It was massive, and there was stuff to do everywhere. Now granted, a lot of it was copy-pasted rebel strongholds for you to go and cause chaos. So we couldn't possibly have American-backed terrorism. No, you're simply causing chaos in order to bring societal change, right? But it had the grappling hook, which was awesome, and the unlimited parachutes to pull out of your rear end, so it always felt good going from A to B in Just Cause 2. By the time Just Cause 3 came out, we'd already seen it all. It had nothing new to offer. You'd have to be missing something to think this is good. Oh, every so often when I think diabetic shock has killed Tarkin Rex's brain, he comes out with a nugget like that. Okay, still hoping I can escape this frozen hellhole. You just not care about your kids' well-being, Calmest? Do you give them, like, shiny baubles and tell them it's apples, hoping they'll eat it and die, so you don't have to bear the shame of having a kid that plays this for 200 hours? Because, you know, I wouldn't be blaming you. That said, how in God's name do we get out of here? There's even less to do here than there was in non-snowy Swindon. I mean, this thing kind of looks like a teleportation pad. But all it is a bomb summoning pad. You'd think an early access game been in development for a decade, aimed at children and or the mentally retarded, would actually have stuff to do. Full of things to keep their little brains occupied. I think you have to use your phone to go back. That might be an idea. Alright, we made a... oh god, no, no, no. No, no, enter respawn point shown. I don't want to be in Snow World. You just grab his crotch. The frogs even have. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, destroy snowmen. But we haven't seen a single one. Maybe I'm the one with a little mind. Please, get me out of here. Exit? Where did you want to exit to? To Bale? Where's Bale? That's kind of morbid. Oh god, no, we're still in Snow World. Restart level? Main menu? Get to the hideout. The hideout was in Swindon, right? Whew! Okay. Trying to think if I've ever been to Swindon. I've been around a fair chunk of England, but I'm pretty sure never Swindon. Alright, let's a go-go. There. At least there's stuff. There is stuff to do here. Bouncing on trampolines and being blown up by gusts and blasted out of cannons. That's kind of stuff. What year was Shrek again? When I think about fart humor, my mind always goes to Shrek. Might not have been the first, but it certainly popularized a lot of the rude, crude, but, you know, child-accessible humor. Grim times. Share a croak with Amazing Frog. Yes, of course. Man. They took the fun out of crashing cars and running people over. Are you trying to get me out of my car? No, you're just pushing my car around. Whoa, wow, you're actually trying to beat up me and my car. Right, well, we'll see about that, will we? Oh, everybody wants the... Everybody wants this, do they? Yeah, see, they're coming for me to take it. Ah, have we found gameplay? Had to happen eventually. Get out of here. Get on out of here. Unfortunately, people are stronger than cars. Oh, holy moly. Such a level of violence. Okay, alright. Alright. It's amazing how much better a game gets when there's gameplay. People are so strong, though. Everybody wants to be king of Swindon. Can we blow this up? No. Okay. It's a little disappointing how much stronger people are than my car. Oh, easy now. Be having that back. Hey, where'd my crown go? Guess it phased through reality one way or another. Come on, come on. What does it throw anyway? I thought it was R. Oh well, never mind. Looks like that one guy smashed it. Yeah, well. No one's gonna be having any fun anymore, that's for sure. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm not the one farting here, just every so often running around. Your frog lets one out, and obviously that's enough to make you fall over. I mean, we've all had days like that, but come now, it's getting ridiculous for you. Alright, let's not be in Swindon anymore if we can avoid it. How did I get out of here before? I think I bounced my way to the top. Which I think was a candy. Oh, this might be enough to get us out. Also, there appears to be something on the wall. Let's see if we can time our glorious collapse and grab it. It is another mobility scooter. Is there anything worth our time on the wall? Seem not. Well, I hope there are no kids watching this stream that get suckered into this. Actually, I hope there are no kids watching the stream, period. Why are you driving towards Swindon? No one would ever think to look there. I'm going this way because this is where the planes are. A little bit of an investment to get me further and further away. Do we sit on the right side in UK cars? I'm trying to remember, it's been so long since I've driven. That doesn't feel right. Yeah, we sit on the right side. Had to posture my body as if I was driving, trying to remember what it was like. But yeah, I remember my right arm always resting on the windshield. Hang on. Can we drive the Swindon Bank blimp? I'm well aware we drive on the left, but now it's just a case of remembering which side you sit on. Alright, come on, let's go places. Is this thing even moving? Kind of. It can turn, but I'm not sure how we get any verticality in this thing. Oh, golly gosh, we've wrapped ourselves around it. Almost an hour in. Are we going to see this as a new long play, maybe? There's nothing to play. No goal to achieve. The one goal it gave us, destroy, so what was it, like 50 to 200 snowmen, and we didn't see a single snowman. And I'm not willing to believe that was just because of my lack of perception. How in God's name does this thing fly? Spacebar, F, W8. I can manipulate the fans, sure. But it's either putting them back or forward or... oh, okay. Okay, something blasted us a bit there. Don't understand. I can't remember if I played any Goat Simulator. I know there was a Goat Simulator map in Payday 2. Alright, I give up. I give up from this thing. I just wanted to promote Swindon banking. What would the long play condition be? Getting the game out of early access? Ooh. You ask the impossible. Alright, let's have it. No, stop vomiting all the time. Hard to get in this thing. Aim the fans up, not that. I couldn't find a way to do that. And I tried. Just to make sure everyone's awake. Now shoot some blibs down. I wonder if that can be done. Only one way to find out. I was hoping I could change perspective somehow, but I dare not press too many buttons in case one of them is just eject. Like when I was playing PUBG and Heldon told me there was a button to put down the roof in my convertible, but it was actually the button to kill myself. That was not very nice of Heldon. Yeah, I was trying to manipulate the exhaust to be pointing down, but I couldn't make that happen somehow. Don't know what they're making their blibs out of around here, but clearly something stronger than me and my plane. God. Youthful hooligans. No, even worse, construction workers. Get out of here. Give me your paint can. This is War Thunder at home. Oh man, what is this? This is Discount Rocket League? Digger League. I guess I can kind of see it. Maybe if I was 7 years old and I was playing this with other 7-year-olds. But, you know, if I have this, it's probably on Steam, which means I can see the Steam library. And I'd be looking at, oh, I don't know, like Grand Theft Auto 5 or Saints Row, whatever. Surely I'd be far more inclined to play those. You know, a game with a bit of quality that isn't going to cost my parents 17 quid. Pretty sure Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row regularly go on sale for $10 or less. Can't believe we're still going to be here for another hour, says Naffle. Yep. But on the other hand, we don't need to be in the construction site for an hour. They foolishly left us an FNN helicopter. Don't know what that's meant to be an allusion to. I guess there's CNN, but that's American. This game is meant to be set in Britain, right? You'd think so. Not everyone has beefed up PC, Jake. Maybe this is the only thing that's going to run on their Chromebook. You just play on low settings, right? I had to play Left 4 Dead on my HP Pavilion laptop. When it overheated, I got 4 frames per second and I was still playing. Good freaking times, those. Somewhat envious of my mate who was also playing with me, and he had a fairly souped up laptop. We were playing with one of his friends, and apparently he was a child actor, so money was no object to him. Bastard. Okay, we've already been up here, but it should be a little easier to land the chopper and investigate without getting ourselves killed. But let's not make the mistake of entering Cool Mountain again. I think it's time to review the punishment game criteria. So a good punishment game is either punishing to play, punishing to watch, or extremely difficult. This game seems extremely difficult to love, but overall it presents approximately no challenge. Not sure about punishing to play though. There's just kinda nothing in the game. It's a big, relatively empty sandbox. Alright, bring you to a gentle stop. Is it actually going to stop? Okay, maybe it's just going to plow on forever. Which only leaves the punishing to watch category, and I can't be a judge for that. I'd certainly be punished watching this. The most punishing thing is the very thought of having a child that wants to play this game. Oh, okay, can we get inside? Is that something we can do? There was a hole there. It's gone now. I saw it, maybe one of these preset ones. Perhaps there was a light bulb that I missed. It's only really boring, not punishing. That sounds about right. But even so, I can sympathize, or maybe empathize, with Calmest putting this forward as a punishment game, even though I often lament people putting in punishment games that aren't punishing, just boring. Because he had a specific pain in his life that he wanted to share with all the rest of us. The pain of having a child that wants to play this kind of trash. And that must be pretty awful. Easy does it. Easy does it. There we go. I mean, what would be more terrifying? Like, your son comes home saying, I'm going to play Amazing Frog for 200 hours, or coming home saying, I'm marrying a prostitute. Difficult questions. Okay, somehow I thought this would be more cathartic than it was. I think the complete lack of sound effects is killing this. Where's the bouncy noises? No farting going on here. There's no music at all. This game even had a music slider. Did I accidentally mute the game somehow? What happens if I go to main menu? Perhaps all along we could have been having some Amazing Frog music. Oh, the title's got music. It's kind of very quiet, but it is there. Maybe it's been playing all along, but it's been too quiet. Pump it up. Can't seem to bring it higher than 92 though. If my 7-year-old son comes home saying he wants to marry a prostitute, that's definitely worse. Is it, though? 200 hours of Amazing Frog. That's something you can't fix. Why no music now, though? I don't get it. Maybe I can get the crown on my head once again. Become the most popular guy in Swindon. To enjoy the simple joys of controlling a character in real-time 3D space before you're condemned to 2 hours of brigantine. Yeah, well, there's the other side of the coin, isn't it? After this, I've got a dictatorship game. And after looking at Amazing Frog, I thought, well, surely the other game can't be worse in comparison. But it is a strategy game. And anybody who puts in a 2-hour segment of a strategy game, I often wonder just why. Strategy games generally need to be learnt. So all you can really do in 2 hours is bumble around. But maybe it's one of those strategy games that's really quick and easy to pick up. I don't know, I haven't felt out the gameplay for it whatsoever. Oh my god, is that music? The music seems to be coming from fart gyms. Illuminating. Oh god, yeah, the whole population of Swindon is after me because I rule the roost. God, they still want a piece of me. They seem to have some kind of fart attack that really ruined their day. Staff only at my staff? No. This game feels like it might not be terrible if it were a Battle Royale style game. And maybe it is, but it looks like it's only 4-player. Okay, crossbow with one whole shot on it. Oh god. How many frogs can we get in one place? And there's more coming. Now this is gameplay. Oh, now this. Oh, that was nice while it lasted. Just gotta get out the door. This is just a mess. What a goddamn mess. Right, gotta get the thing, and then make good my escape. I don't think jumping is a good idea. When I go all limp, I'm way too slow. So I need to get it and just leg it out of there. Hopefully in a nice clean motion. If you get anywhere close to someone, they just knock it off of you. Oh, screw it. Have your gutter crown. I'm out of here. I could see myself playing this with a couple of friends whilst enjoying copious amount of beer for at least a few hours. Oh. Maybe. Yeah, perhaps having friends accentuates the experience. Door appears to be locked in reverse here. What in the world is that? Don't know. Ooh, a giant chessboard. And perhaps a super soaker? Pond water soaker. With infinite amounts of water. Wow, that is pathetic. A fine mist. Was it ever going to be a surprise? Can we play actual chess? We'll just pick these up, maybe? I mean, I guess you could play chess in this game. I could do the Scottish opening. There we go. The weakest pawn move, I think. I didn't play that much more chess after streaming it. It was fun for a while, and then it became very not fun. Kinda samey. Yeah, doesn't Goat Simulator also not cost £17? Do I even own Goat Simulator? Pardon the interruption here. I do not own Goat Simulator. I feel compelled to find out how much it costs. Goat Simulator. There's a Goat Simulator 3? Good lord. Anyway, the original Goat Simulator costs £8.50. And it came out when? 1st of April 2014. So, okay, this game is absolutely cashing in on Goat Simulator madness. Which makes it all the more punishing. Is chess truly a solved game? Is Go a solved game? Do you ever refund your punishment games? If I think they are really bad games, then yes, I do aim to refund them. The punishment game format of running for 2 hours predates Steam's 2-hour and will refund you policy. So it was rather convenient for me that when they introduced it, they gave you 2 hours. Unfortunately, it's only 2 hours. I mean, doesn't that Doesn't that go against the European thing where you're meant to be able to refund anything within 2 weeks? God knows. But yes, this game will certainly be getting refunded. They don't always say yes, but they usually do. One time I got one of those passive-aggressive, you have refunded a lot of games. If you continue to refund games, we may revoke your right to refund games. Which seems a bit naff. I've bought like 1,000 games on Steam. Why alienate me by threatening me over it? Anyway, they've since stopped doing that, so maybe they realise that that's a bit of a dumb thing to do. Piracy has never been easier, after all. Why antagonise the fact? That only applies to digital purchases. If you didn't download them, Steam's refund thingy, after playing it, is at their discretion. How about that? I sincerely doubt that, though. Steam wouldn't offer a refund if they didn't have to. GOG offer a 30-day discount, 30-day refund, no questions asked. You could buy a game, 100% it, make a local backup of it, and then still refund it. I mean, honestly, GOG is the best place to buy your games. Okay, what kind of spy versus spy moment was that? But even so, I'm a sucker for Steam, because I like having all my games in one place. Plus, if there's ever a huge crash in digital gaming market, I think Steam would be okay. And GOG a little less okay. That seems like an unrealistic thing to consider, but I used to have games on Desura, and Desura went the way of the dodo, and I'm sure as sugar not getting my games or my money back. Back before Steam would let pretty much anything onto their platform, those that couldn't cut the mustard on Steam Greenlight, grim days as those were, would go to places like Desura. But in the end, Steam decided they wanted all of the market, and now Desura is dead. Jeez, you gave Desura actual money? Well, it was the only place to buy War of the Human Tanks. What was I to do? Not play the game? It's funny, because I did plenty of not playing the game even after I bought it. It was kind of crap. But such is kind of the theme of all Desura games. Hang on. Gameplay! We can deliver this package to... What do your elf eyes see? Mr. Toad of Toad Hall at the Windy Windows. We've got it. Gameplay. Let's deliver this package like good Toad would. Yeah, Greenlight was awful. There was a fair bit of bribery going on as well. Like, hey, if you greenlight us, we'll give you a free copy of the game. I don't think that's how it worked for Euro Truck Sim. It may have. I mean, that game has taken so much money out of me in terms of DLC anyway. But Guruman, A Monstrous Adventure. I backed that on Greenlight, and they offered a free key for doing so, and I got that free key. And I didn't play the game because I already completed it on the PSP. I sure as hell didn't pay for it then. Who buys PSP games? Well, at least the PSP had games. I think it was the last Sony system to have video games. How do we deliver this package? Perhaps we need to go to a larger mailbox, one large enough to take packages. Yeah, Steam wasn't always good. When it first came out, it was really, really bad. Very few games, awful and extremely ugly client. Or maybe I can put it in here. No can do. Okay, I don't know how to deliver a package then. Really just the way to do Valve games. Oh yeah, add that awful sewage green color to it as well. The downloads were painful. Yeah, everything about early Steam was extremely painful. The Steam we have today, it just doesn't compare. I gotta hand it to Steam, they actually build functionality, and it's good functionality. That Steam Notes thing you can do is amazing. Oh, man. Couldn't dream of not having it. Is this going to show up? Oh, it doesn't show my overlay. That's a bit of a shame. I thought Game Capture captured overlay. Why does it not capture overlay? Hold that thought. Show transparency, capture third-party overlays like Steam. Is this going to work? Hey, it does. Yeah, there we go. Okay, nobody needs to see the friends list or the game overview. But the addition of this, I am Note. This game sucks. Do not play again later. You shouldn't even be reading this. And I can save that note and it will remember that. That is awesome. That's the kind of functionality that makes me still buy games even though pirating games is easier than buying them. Name of game plus Steam unlocked. I have it downloaded faster than I can download it on Steam. I can have it running faster than it runs on Steam. But, as the big man once said, piracy is a service problem. Assy McGee. Rick Sanchez. Otaku Punk for Mayor. Whiskey for all. Well, that's your mistake. We don't spell whiskey with an E in Britain. I wonder if Steam will ever venture into doing clips, or if they're too scared to go into video hosting fees. Well, certainly not in South Korea. Oh, whoa. Finally a place to spend our super cool points. The goal is 1,500 super cool points, and we are at 6 after an hour 20 of playing. I can see why your kiddo's been playing for 200 hours now. I can't just kick it up. What a disaster. How in God's name does this game have so many good reviews? It must be people memeing on it. Make meme game, get meme reviews. Or is this genuinely enjoyable to some people? Hard to tell. I mean, I enjoy Draken, but I wouldn't dream of claiming it's a good game. Although I'm sure I've claimed that several times. They would not have been earnest. Don't know how you get into the driver's seat. Just sometimes I do, but often I don't. Yeah, okay, to the game's credit, we can't see any of the games as a service trash. No daily objectives or login bonuses. No microtransactions. Was there DLC for this game? I didn't notice any. Goat Simulator has DLC. It's not inherently bad. But bad DLC is inherently bad. That's a suspicious looking fellow. I wonder if they'll actually talk to me. I've noticed there's not a single shred of dialogue in the game. Maybe you'll change that. Or maybe I'll just kick your ass. Get on out of here. Oh god. They don't want to go. But I want you to go. It's one down. You're gonna join him. better. Draken at least has gameplay, kind of. I used to leave Draken on overnight to grind experience. I was a little worried that my Super Nintendo was going to overheat and burn down the house, but that was foolish, childish thoughts. The Super Nintendo was very good at dealing with heat. I'm thinking about the elements in this game. Maybe this is one of those make-your-own fun games. And I'm clearly too jaded to enjoy it. But on the other hand, maybe the game is just really freaking bad. I like to think I give games decent chances. This one seems undeserving of it. Okay, and just like that, the thought goes away. This game has a minimum requirement of 16 gigabytes of RAM. That can't be right. For one, it's a 2014 release. Oh, get in the freaking driver's seat. There we go. I've been watching your streams on YouTube for so long. First stream I catch live and I find this. I'm so confused, says Jada. I am terribly sorry for that experience. Well, I'm not really, right? I'm sorry for me. But you have stepped in on the punishment game segment, where people put forward intentionally bad games, and I don't have to play any of them, provided I'm good at games. Unfortunately, I failed a challenge, and for that, I have to do this. To be fair, that challenge was madness. I don't know if Rizla actually ended up saying anything about it. They were in the chat for a wee bit, but they weren't. They're not in Discord, so they don't do the meta chatting. But the idea of defeating ABRISS in 3 hours seems crazy. I skipped about a dozen levels, and that still didn't seem to be the end of the game. Whatever the end of the game is also seemed quite nebulous. But getting all that done within that time frame seems very difficult. Physics in this game are god-awful. I want to leave the walls again. Maybe even take my crown with me. At least the Friday Factorio facts are something to look forward to after the punishment games. Oh, heavens, yes. Maybe we'll have an intermission with the Friday Factorio facts. It would be nice to grab a drink, have some lunch, and then try to dive into that strategy game. I'm terrified of that. I'm really not a fan of playing a strategy game for a very short amount of time on the channel. Because to play a strategy game, you generally need to learn it. And quickly learning a strategy game within 2 hours... Imagine if I'd never played Europa Universalis before, and someone dictators EU4. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, okay, let's play as something that looks big and strong. I'll play France. What are all these vassals? What's this 100 Years' War? How do I raise armies? And then 10 minutes later, how do I raise armies again? I managed to forget. Macro builder? What's that? These are systems you need to internalize. And that takes time. What if the next punishment game is actually good, like Road Redemption? Oh yeah, wow. Didn't Feke put that one in? Road Redemption was fun. Oh, right, finally we got a vehicle that is strong enough to properly make pavement pizza out of these toads. Semi-National Express. Hang on, was that one of those weird traffic fixtures that we have in the UK? Yeah, the stuff made out of fiberglass. Those white and yellow things in the background. Gosh, that just gave me a wave of nostalgia being in the UK. I haven't seen these things in mainland Europe at all. I don't even know the purpose they serve. They're there to be obvious. But that's nothing any other kind of signpost can't do. Squish. You made a mistake there, Jake. Isn't the Macro Builder a DLC? No, the Macro Builder was on launch for EU4. Way back at the very start, we've had the Macro Builder. And I've never gotten into a National Express coach that wasn't brutally dirty. Ew. Post off. Royal Post. Oh, I guess you can't say post office, huh? God's sake. I want to break free. Yep, it was EU3. We had to click province to province to province. And you could stack provincial modifiers to make it that there were certain provinces that you wanted to recruit all your troops from. So if you sunk your magistrates into putting barracks and whatnot into a certain province, your troops would be cheaper to recruit and cheaper to maintain, because maintenance cost was based on recruitment cost. They wouldn't be better troops per se, but there were ways around that. Using foreign corps recruitment. A system that was in EU4 but sadly died. I don't know. Well, okay. I don't actually know when foreign corps recruitment died in EU4. And I certainly don't know why. Quite a lot of systems got streamlined over the while, and some of that was for the better and some of it was for the worse. But not objectively. Oh, for God's sake, please stop farting everywhere. I just want to get out of here. Right, maybe on the Wibbly Walker we can get somewhere. Oh, Jesus. No, doesn't have the power. Wow, I'd like to hear some of these EU3 intricacies, perhaps along with some gameplay video. Maybe even live. Oh, God, no. I fired up EU3 a few months ago. Maybe a bit more than a few months ago by now. Because I was contemplating a weekly one-shot challenge that involved playing as the Golden Horde. Don't know if it was a weekly one-shot. It was something submitted, the idea being, fire up EU3 for old time's sake, play as the Golden Horde. And I do have fond memories of that, but those fond memories are definitely rose-tinted, because what I choose to not remember are all the horrible times of playing as the Golden Horde. Getting so many rebels that they crash my game. Good times. I think Golden Horde was my first world conquest I ever did in EU. Took the Golden Horde, westernized it, ate the whole world. I only had to settle to get some of the nations that you couldn't auto-declare war on due to adjacency. I think I needed to get quests for the New World just to land some settlers as well. I forget exactly how it worked. It was a long time ago. Okay, well I want to escape this place, but it's not making it easy. What if I... Ooh. The Frogopolis site. So you unlock the spawn points. That's actually kind of cool. I know that... Oh, jeez. I know that fast travel can cheapen an experience at times, but let's face it, it is really nice, dare I say, quality of life. I was not the best at EU3. I feel like for a time I was best at EU4, but those days are long behind me. But there was another player of EU3 by the name of Prawnstar. And he was amazing at the game. I feel bad because some people credit me with some of the stuff that he did. I see posts about, oh man, someone did like an unwesternized Iroquois world conquest. Oh, that must have been DDR Jake. It was not me, it was Prawnstar. Because he was the better player. I still watch Flory, he's entertaining, I don't doubt it. I've also met Flory, he's a great guy. Obviously, the way he streams is not a way I'd be caught dead streaming, but that's his prerogative, not mine. He's excellent at the game, he's better than I ever was or ever will be. To us, Jake will always be the best EU4 player ever. Oh god. For a brief moment, perhaps. I didn't get the first World Conquest, but I'm pretty sure I got the first Ryukyu World Conquest. And was I ever really that good at the game? I was good at exploiting the game. No, that's not true. That Montenegro run I did was pretty damn good. As in, good skilled. The game was on very hard mode, I think, and that was a terrifying situation to win from. I'm a little curious what this island off of Swindon is. From here it looks like some kind of mushroom island. Was Flory wearing a nightie when you met him? No, I met Flory, and for that matter a Roomba, in Castle Bollocks in Poland. And yeah, Flory was just such a great guy. So high-spirited, fun to be around. Wasn't nasty in any way. It's unusual for me to meet someone and have company that's not nasty. Or at least appreciate non-nasty company. Alright, what's the fastest way down? I think we all know it. Let's go. Hang on, I see that we have a bit of a checkerboard target to fart our way towards. Oh, fart harder. It actually is checkers. Unfortunately, if this was Pilot Wings, I wouldn't be getting credit for landing on it. Alright, I will admit I do not know how to play checkers at all. I don't even know how to make your first move in this. Do the pieces move forward? Do they have to go sidey-sidey? I know they jump over each other. Kind of like conquering and go, but I don't think I've ever played checkers. Or if I have, it's been so long ago, I have no memory of how to play. Yeah, Secret Swindon Mushroom Farm. At least they're not green. The last thing I need are some more of the radio. Oh my god! Adversity! I didn't think this game had the balls for it. Alright, come and have a go. I hope I can take your sword. Why are the skeletons bleeding? God, this reminds me of the first time I walked through Hyrule in Ocarina of Time. Couldn't get to anywhere in time, skeletons started coming out of the ground. It was the first action game I'd played on the Nintendo 64, so the controls were all extremely new, and I couldn't figure out how to fight the Stalafos. It was terrifying. And even that experience predates this game by about 15 years. A lot of flies here, okay. A lot of, ooh, putrid purple stuff coming out of the ground. Well, let's go. Can we bounce on the mushrooms? Huh, okay. Yeah, it's just often games have mushrooms be bouncy. The zone reminds you of Zangarmarsh in World of Warcraft with all the giant mushrooms. The layout of it kind of reminds me of, I think, a Morrowind area that I recall running around being chased by those annoying flying buggers. Ah, Morrowind. What a terrible game. Whilst I might someday play Oblivion again, or maybe even Skyrim, I don't think I will ever play Morrowind again. I was going to say that was surely a 5-star punishment game, but it wasn't even a punishment game, it was a weekly one-shot. Well, it's kind of music. Oh, okay, good. Frog floats. You should be in your natural habitat here. This is what you get the big webby feet for, and the strong legs. Although actually, proportionally, we're more of a Dave the Diver than any kind of frog. Skyrim, yeah, I know, Skyrim was awful, but there's that little bug in the brain that occasionally makes you think, don't you want to play a Western RPG? Grab a sword and a shield and some magic tomes and just go and light an entire village on fire. And there's not that many games that would give me an enjoyable experience of that, although saying that Skyrim would give me an enjoyable one might be a bit much. And I've already played Kingdom Come Deliverance quite a lot, even. I did a weekly one-shot of the game, and I did a full playthrough of the game. And I did another playthrough of it in my own time, on hardcore mode. Okay, there, finally. God, that is gruesome! How old's the kid? Did you say 7? That's a bit nasty. Yeah, it's okay. When it comes to hunting sharks, we've already got a game for that. Oh, that's right, they're working on Kingdom Come Deliverance too. It's alright, I can be patient. Right, can I grab the crown and leave Swindon? There's the big question. Seems to be gone again. Perhaps someone is... Oh, maybe they're still fighting over it inside that little room. I was thinking maybe someone is out there wearing the crown and we have to find them and kick their ass. But if they were, they would be being chased. Surely. Where is my crown? The world may never know. I can be patient. Will Frostpunk 2 ever come out as just an elaborate hoax? I have no idea why it was announced as early as it was. I mean, surely it is acknowledged as being a big faux pas to announce a game far too early. It's very difficult to maintain interest in your product when you're having to try and keep it alive. You know, you get this one big burst of interest when you announce it. And there may be another if you do a similar announcement like release date. And after that, you got to get it out the door whilst the iron is hot, otherwise things get awfully lukewarm. And they decided to announce Frostpunk 2 when? Because I feel like it's been years. I don't think they do things just to bug me. They even sent me some nice things. They sent me a Frostpunk art book, a physical copy of the game. They signed the art book. There was some knickknacks as well, like a wee pin and badge and whatnot. That was really nice. They didn't have to do that. They really didn't have to do that. Didn't ask for anything in return either. Oh yeah, they wrote a little message inside. It was like, thanks for all the streams or something like that. Very cute. Maybe they were expecting something in return, and when I didn't send them anything, they're like, that's it. We'll announce Frostpunk 2 and then refuse to elaborate for years. Still want to get out of here. Hang on, I know. We'll get access to the helicopter thing. The announcement trailer was on the 12th of October 2021, so it's been over 2 years. God. I remember when me and Marvin were counting it in months, and now it's over 2 years. Scary stuff. I don't know what they were thinking. Ugh. Ooh, hang on, we got a truck. We can be Froggy Truck Simulator. Oh god, what did I hit? clearly pressed a button I shouldn't have pressed. I don't think I pressed anything. What brought this about? There we go. Okay. It's a shame the trampoline couldn't make the bus go bouncy. Look at this suspicious looking house out in the greens. Okay, just drag your froggy face over to the entrance. Well, there's a bed. We can sleep. Just like Minecraft. Can I set fire to the chimney? Can we go up and or down the chimney? No, it just looks like it's blackened out there. James, this place is so empty. Reminds me of a house in Rune Factory 5. $200 hours in this game. You ever thought about sitting down with your kid and saying, listen, there are a lot of much better games out there. Here's my credit card. Buy anything that looks good. Trust me, we'll both be happier this way. I wouldn't even be that. Well, you know, the kid playing Minecraft is actually pretty good. It's a creative game. It's a good game. It is actually empirically the best game. Minecraft's pretty excellent. I don't play it anymore, but you know, I was never that fond of the game after they added hunger. And they got rid of Skyworlds. Basically, just leave me with in-dev and I'm happy. Not even inf-dev, just in-dev. Thinking about it, the noise reduction probably got rid of that. Inf-dev, I-N-F-dev. That was cool and all, but in-dev at least had Skyworlds. Need to find a way to download that again and play it for old time's sake. Everyone loves frogs, but they won't drink the frog's milk. Frogs don't produce milk. They lay eggs. They have no need for memories. I don't claim to know a lot about the physical sciences, but that adds up in my head. Almonds don't either, but we made them. Yeah, calling almond milk is a horrible misnomer. I tried a bunch of different non-dairy milks, and they were all really bad. Not only that, they were very expensive. I was actually kind of attracted to the idea of having non-dairy milk, mostly because of the shelf life. I don't get through that much milk, so very often my milk will spoil before I'm all done. Are you just T-posing to assert dominance over me? Sir? Sir? Get on out of here. Ugh. One of my friends who's... Oh god, another one. One of my friends who's very big into music. He was asking me what I like, and I told him, well, I like some electro swing. He just looked at me with sheer contempt and disgust. I can only assume that for people that are into music, it's seen as not real music or mainstream trash. I can kind of see where he comes from. It's like when you find someone who's like, hey, I play games. Hey, what do you do? Well, like every year, I buy the latest console and the latest copy of FIFA, and I play it for like 10 hours. Probably evoked a similar kind of disgust. Still, I don't care what other people think, I love me some electro swing. Oh god, no, I can't stand ABBA. I've been to the ABBA Museum in Sweden as well. On a visit, my family really wanted to check it out, so along I went. The ABBA Museum and the Vasa Museum, and now I never take anyone around the Vasa Museum anymore because I've took people there, I think, 3 times now. I'm never going back. I've seen that bloody boat enough. And that's all it is, it's just a boat. I've seen a lot of boats in my time. Gotta hand it to the Swedes for taking their, one of their bigger national disgraces. You know, maybe siding with the Nazis is a bit higher on the list, but I still find the boat a bit more of a funny one to put on display. You're just taking that and saying, hey everyone, come and look at this big failure that we had. This truck sounds awful, it's like I'm just stuck in first gear. It also handles really, really badly. Is it a boat? No, it did float. Well, to a degree. The problem was that it capsized, and then filled up with water, and then ceased to float. Wow, this just makes me want to play a much better trucking game. Oh god, what music has Nick's got for us? It better not be anything DMCA unfriendly. Well, whether it is or it is not, it seems that YouTube have updated their ad block blocking stuff, and I'd have to load up the video in my incognito view. Already sounded like too much of a hassle. Capsizing is more of a skill issue, isn't it? If I recall, they didn't spread out their weight very well. It was meant to be the biggest ship I've ever seen. And then they made it really narrow and heavy on the bottom, and then it just went flippy over. Just quickly refresh the cache if you use you. This is already sounding like too much effort when I'm having all this fun driving this frog milk truck around. I hope this is as extremely loud and grating for you as it is for me. Let's go off-roading for a bit. Might be something down this valley worth checking out. Again, 200 hours in this game. Is your kid like an obsessive cartographer? Oh wow. Look at this cool thing we found. No waypoints or anything. We love this game. Maybe I can do Sonic the Hedgehog loop-de-loops on those. Alright. I have a trade offer. You get my kilogallons of frog milk, and I take your beach cars and do loop-de-loops. What are we thinking? Red, orange, blue, or daily dose? Well, red vehicles go faster, so that's a given. It's got a bit of speed to it. Alright, let's do it. Here's the question. Is the kid playing it voluntarily? I'm in a mind to call child services. Oh god, we're doing it! Hey! Nailed it. Okay. Alright, yeah, this game might have something going for it after all. Come on, Sandy, let's go. Oh. Wow. Can't do that in Euro Truck Simulator. But you can kind of do that in UK Truck Simulator. If your kid has spent many of the hours in this section of the game, have you considered giving them Trackmania or perhaps Burnout Paradise? At least with Burnout Paradise, they'll actually become acquainted with some banging music. Like Avril Lavigne. And whoever sung Skater Boy. Wait, was Skater Boy in that game? No, I don't think it was. But Avril Lavigne was. How many stars for punishment does this game get, asks Fruki. I don't know. Probably 1. It's definitely not a punishment. This is the closest thing to fun we've found in this game, and it's not particularly enjoyable. But I always have to go back to the metrics. Has the game been punishing to play? No, not really. Has the game been punishing to watch? Just boring, according to chat. Is the game difficult? Not even remotely. Alright, this one seems like it's got considerably more pizzazz to it. I wonder if I can do a double loop-de-loop. Maybe there's some nitro button that I'm missing here that really makes us do the beans. Good enough. Oh, see, there we go. Rhino is saying, I actually am enjoying watching this. Oh, there we go. Punishment game grifters, take note. Also, let's not get chewed out by the shark again. That was really gruesome. Eat the car, not me. Man, sharks look so cool. Oh, okay. You've played yourself, oh god, he manages to swim back out to shore? Those noises! I'm cracking like a bourbon biscuit. I bet the shark is a kid favourite. Actually, the crunchy noises reminds me a bit like of Chomper from Banjo-Kazooie. But he doesn't eat you so gruesomely. And they really don't want me having that. That crown back again. Feels oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who left the helicopter up there? I want that. Oh, music! Music! Some sound in this game, please. No, okay. It was not to be. Oh, oh, dearie me. Oh, it was a trap! It's always a fleeting trap. Oh well, be that as it may, we ended up back up here to find yet another fake door. I wonder if there's a fake door that's actually a fake door somewhere. Skate park with just a mobility scooter. This game's been in development for over 10 years. You're telling me they couldn't have put in a skateboard? Yeah, well there's the thing. An intentionally garbage game is still a garbage game. Ironic fun posting is still fun posting. Are those walking sound effects made by some sound engineer just slapping his belly? His belly if we're lucky. What was that noise? Is that you? No finger lasers around here. Yeah, if anything, this game is good for me. It's helping solidify my views on early access. I just think early access should be a bit more accountable than it is. Currently, if you put a game out on early access and don't even finish it, your accountability is, to my knowledge, nil. And if I had it my way, you'd only be able to do early access if you were indie. The idea of big name publishers using early access fills me with disgust, and that includes you, Paradox. I know why you did your early access things, and I think it was disgusting. Alright, I've had poor luck being able to drive one of these things. I thought maybe I could commandeer the blimp, but no. Could I perhaps fart my way over to here? Also no. Just kind of dead frogged that one. What early access did Paradox do? Paradox has done quite a few published games in early access. No Paradox Development Studio stuff in early access. Wouldn't make a lot of sense. If they ever did do that, though, I would be mystified. Well, I wouldn't be mystified, I'd know why, but I'd be disgusted. Can I not turn this thing around? No, okay. I wanted to get to that helicopter over there. But it seems it is not Froglet's day. We can put early access games in the punishment game list? Yes. The way I see it, it's up to you what you... Come on, there we go. It's up to you what you put there. My rules about not playing early access games are my rules, but punishment games aren't done by my rules, they're done by your rules. Come on, fart your way over. Oh no. Oh god, what is this? Incomplete texture, or... God, my eyes! Ouch. That hurts, like looking at the uranium ore in Factorio. Pierces. I still would like to make my way up to that helicopter. I think this might be a closer trampoline for it. Intentionally bad games. I'm sure they knew the doors opened the wrong way on the cars there, but they just kept it like that. Like the 2010s answer to lol so random humor. Ooh. A view so good, you will keel over from looking at it. Please, Jake, it's been 2 hours. Stream might have been live for 2 hours. We haven't been playing this game for 2 hours. We had a good 5 minutes of setup time. Let's go for a nice ride before we call it on this. Then we can play Napoleon Fire Emblem. From the minutes I've seen of it, that might be an apt comparison. Is that a cloud? Is that a cloud? Can I land on the clouds? Obviously, the higher the cloud, the better the status. And I do plan on going back to the UK at some point in 2024. Maybe I should make a point of going to Swindon. Oh, boo. That's no Kirby game then. But hang on, what about this one? Do they build pagodas in the sky? Oh, tell me why. Also, don't tell me you didn't see that wee thing just below it. Well, I definitely did, but it seems to have vanished. Must have been the Quidditch snitch. Alright, come on, steady. Steady yourself. I don't know where we're going to eject from, so maybe a bit of height so that I can angle myself better might be good. Alright. Into the blown up pagoda we go. Come on, if you're ever going to stop bouncing. There we go. I'm sure that's going to make me some kind of playground legend. That's right, I was able to bounce on the moonwalk in the cloud. What, you don't believe me it exists? My uncle works at, Faiju Studios. Trust me. Alright, that's been 2 hours. I need to close this game rather quickly so that I can submit my refund request. I am going to take the stream down for a bit, maybe grab some lunch. So I imagine I'll be back in about 20 minutes with Napoleonic Fire Emblem, or whatever this Brigadine game is meant to be. That will not be a punishment game, but there's nothing stopping it being a punishment dictator game, courtesy of the Stacy. But I guess, thanks, question mark, Calmest Gamer? It's not really a thanks, it's a I'm sorry for your loss. I hope someday your son plays games that aren't complete trash like this, and maybe someday you'll be a better parent and realize that maybe having your son spend 10 whole calendar days playing this is maybe not the best use of his time in his developmental period, which I'm assuming he's in. God, what if he's in his 20s and playing this? Heaven help them. In any case, I will be back. Doesn't even warrant a cheers and cheerio, just a bye for now.